Welcome to Hindu Infopedia, your genuine cultural info source. Why offer food to God if He doesn't eat? This question has crossed the minds of curious teenagers and rational adults alike. It's not irreverence, it's an honest quest for meaning. And it opens the door to understanding one of Hinduism's most profound practices, prasada. The idea of prasada goes back to the earliest Vedic literature. In the Rig Veda, it meant serenity, clarity, and divine favor, not physical food. Offerings like clarified butter and grains existed, but prasada referred to grace, not objects. It was in later Puranic texts, like the Shiva Purana, that the term came to mean physical offerings, food, flowers, and other sacred items, returned to devotees as carriers of divine blessing. This shift marked a transformation, from describing the god's inner disposition to signifying the physical medium of grace in temple tradition. A young disciple once asked the Kanchi Shankaracharya, "If God doesn't eat, why offer him food?" The seer gave him a sloka to memorize. When the disciple had learned it, the seer asked him to erase it from the page. The disciple protested. It was still written. The seer smiled. Just because it's still on paper doesn't mean it hasn't reached you. That's the essence of prasada, spiritual transmission beyond the physical form. Prasadamda means that which is graciously received. It's not about feeding God. It's about transformation through offering. The food is unchanged physically, but infused with sacred intent. It becomes a vessel of grace. Bhoga is the food before offering, prepared with care and devotion. Prasada is the food after the offering, returned, not consumed, now imbued with divine energy. The essence is in this sacred return. We give materially and receive spiritually. Every sincere offering trains the mind in surrender, humility, and devotion. Like affirmations or mantras, repeated offerings shape the subconscious. God doesn't need the food, but we need the act to transform ourselves. Modern research into water memory, quantum resonance, and the power of intention suggests that consciousness can influence matter. Food offered with love and gratitude carries a different energetic quality. Prasada becomes nourishment for both body and soul. Offering to God is also an offering to all beings, silently including the hungry, the absent, and the unseen. It's compassion in ritual form, echoing Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. The world is one family. When prasada is shared, all receive equally, the rich and the poor, the learned and the simple. It dissolves social barriers and reminds us that divine grace shines equally on everyone. From laddus in Tirumala to payasam in Kerala, halwa in the north to dhokla in Gujarat, each region's prasada reflects local culture. The form changes, the devotion does not. At home, prepare food mindfully, offer it with gratitude before eating. In temples, receive prasada with humility. Even a simple fruit offered with love carries a spiritual benefit. The value lies in intention, not extravagance. The food remains, but its energy shifts, just like the sloka on the paper. Prasada works on psychological, energetic, social, and compassionate levels. It changes us, deepens our relationship with the divine, and connects us to all life. That is the real reason behind offering to God, and why prasada is anything but a myth. If the video impressed you, please like the video and subscribe to the channel and read full blog at hinduinfopedia.com.